This is a general reading for the sign of Aries. If you have Aries anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aries. That card was destined to come out for you this week, Aries. And I see some beautiful, look at all these wonderfully powerful cards coming up for you this week, Aries. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Again, it is a general reading, so anything can happen during a general reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aries. What is it that you would like Aries to know or to be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Are you getting ready for the the spring equinox? That is coming up really quickly. I'm so glad that that is coming up. I love those longer days and especially those warmer days. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aries. What is it that we would like Aries to know or to be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Aries. One more card. That card, two destined cards to come out. And the foundation, the basis of your reading is the Knight of Swords. Rushing in, words, rushed words, harsh words, words spoken without thought, taking action without thinking first. And that is driven by the Same of Pentacles, wondering if it's been worth it. Looking back at all that you have done and all that you have achieved, before taking next step, next action. Let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week here for you, Aries. And we start off with the Page of Cups, which is the student card, learning something new, new knowledge, new wisdom, starting something new. A financial gift, a tangible gift, justice in your favor, what you don't see coming. There's something that you don't see coming. What is it that you don't see coming? You're looking back, taking action on something that you don't see coming. There has been an end, or a project is coming to an end. And I think that especially as we approach the spring equinox, I think that March is a wonderful time to end something. It's a wonderful time to complete a project, end a project, change something. But now that a change of job, a job has ended, a career has ended, a program has ended. Looking back, and because this has ended, it has allowed you to move forward, and the ending has given you something to look back on. And as you look back on this, you will receive the energy, the passion, the desire, the words to move forward with something new. So now that this has ended, it's given you the ability to learn or start something new. start your next adventure, start your next project. There is, what you're not seeing is that moving on, moving forward, you will be the one that will set the pace, set the time schedule, control how quickly or slowly that this new adventure, that this new project takes. Instead of setting a pace that is comfortable for you, set a pace that is comfortable for those that you are working with. By moving too fast or moving at a pace that is not comfortable for those that you are working with or those that are surrounding you, will throw in a monkey wrench. And it will slow things down considerably. It's almost like if we move too quickly, if we move too fast, if we're not working at a speed that is comfortable for others around us, they'll work twice as slow, or this project will go twice as slow as if it would have gone if you've worked at a pace that is comfortable for those that are surrounding you. And then we have the Nine of Swords, stress, agony, discomfort. What are we stressing about? We have the Ace of Wands, the gift of fire, the gift of passion. Those are really two extremes if we look at that, Aries. Stress, comfort, causing passion, guardedness, protective of, intuition, passion, fire, desire. There is no need to have to prove yourself here, Aries. What happens when we try to prove ourselves? It comes across as arrogant. Sometimes the best thing that we can do is let a situation go and forgive. Frustrations from trying to prove ourselves or trying to force our point of view only causes frustration and sadness. The more we try to stay true to ourselves, are the truest, the truer, the more we can stand in our inner truth, our inner wisdom, the better we are to handle problems. And the better we are able to handle stress. Sometimes, if people don't like it who we are, they don't like who they are. They're not our people. Sometimes it's better to let people learn what they need to learn at their own pace, at their own discretion. There are some lessons in life that not all of us are meant to learn. and why it can be difficult to watch others struggle with a situation or struggle with learning a lesson that we already have learned. That is their struggle, that is their lesson, and we cannot force that. And when we get so caught up in trying to prove ourselves, or if we get so caught up in trying to elevate or lift someone up to our level, it only causes us frustration and sadness, and it causes the other person more frustration and sadness. Be on the lookout. And forgive, 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 forgive. Forgive and move on. Trust your inner wisdom, trust your inner knowing. And you know, if someone is asking us to prove ourselves, again, they are just in a different space. They are in a different situation. And when we find ourselves in a situation of needing to prove ourselves, that only causes stress, confusion, and frustration for everyone involved. And it's better just to forgive, step back, be authentic to ourselves, and allow others to be authentic to themselves, whatever that may be. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, karma spinning the world, introspection, learning knowledge, a gift, and a Nine of Cups. Again, there's a protectedness or a guardedness that keeps coming up here. And I think there is a protectedness or guardedness that you're needing to have at this time. I think that your beliefs are being called into question. And since your beliefs are being called into question, it's causing sleepless nights. And sleepless nights can be a call to action. And I think that your call to action has to do with connecting to your intuition, connecting to your inner knowing. There's something that you know to be true at the core of your being. And this truth is being called into question. There's a crazy thing about truth, Aries. What is true for our inner self, our inner being, is not necessarily the inner truth for others. We all each have our own truth. And we all each have our own unique take on a situation. You know, we can share the exact same situation with another person, and each of us will walk away with our own truth, and each of us can be equally as correct on our take of that situation, even though it's on both our two separate ends of the scale. And I believe that that is what's happening here in this situation. By listening to our intuition and listening to our inner voice, it can help put an end to those sleepless nights. And also, what can put an end to some of those sleepless nights is taking advantage of essential oils or taking advantage of aromatherapy. Aromatherapy has been around since the beginning of time. And there's evidence that suggests that aromatherapy does work, and it can be very powerful. And many times for sleepless nights, we can use the scent of lavender to help ease, or even, crystals can help ease. But I do like lavender can really help ease sleepless nights. We can maybe spray a little lavender on our pillow, maybe have a little bit of lavender tea, or maybe even a warm lavender shower before bedtime. I do know in the description box I do have some shower essentials that you can put in your shower, and I do believe that there's a lavender, but I do believe lavender will help with those sleepless nights. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Aries. Thank you, Aries. You have a blessed week.